What is up?
Hot takes.
My mic's not even in front of my mouth. You couldn't even hear me. Damn, dude. What is... Oh, man. I got to slow down.
I was wondering why you were...
Goodness.
like...
Because I'm clicking in. Well, hold up. Before we go any further, welcome back to the Side Conversations podcast. It's me, Kevin Deanda. I'm here with Grayson, of course. Our other guest, he wasn't able to get here, and I was like, yo, Grayson.
Anchor,
and Grayson hit me up, and he was like, dude, we got to talk. And I was like, do you want to be on the show? And he was like, obviously. So we came through, had a good discussion. And what's up, guys? Welcome back to the show.
I'm basically I'm like the alternate.
Dude, you might as well just like you're working your way. You're like 6 episodes away from co-host. Like,
oh my gosh,
we got to be careful here. Like,
start putting my name on the merch
before I'm gonna have to start. Yeah, giving you like royalties. Like
for
we
the
got
LSD Dolphins. That's all I ask.
That's what I'm. Fair enough. I can give you. Yeah, stickers are getting ordered.
You should do.
If you guys want stickers, hit the dims.
Do like those pocket shirts, like a t-shirt.
Oh,
with
a
pocket on the
frocket?
front. Yeah, frocket.
The
That's what it
frocket,
is,
dude.
exactly.
The frocket used to be so
like the
popular.
Vine shirts.
Yeah, dude.
It's an LSD
Everybody
dolphin.
wanted that stuff. Why was that so cool?
I don't know. A belt was
Why
like
did that-
$180, and it had whales on it.
What was the point of that?
I really think it was like when Polo.
I mean, I'm not gonna
isn't
lie.
extreme enough.
I had like 2 of those shirts. I'm not gonna lie.
I didn't pay for
I'm
them.
not gonna lie.
I just somehow ended up with them through a friend, or I don't know. Sometimes
Yeah,
when
that
you
is
go
true.
out, you
That's
just
how I got my first one. I just
misplace your
somehow
clothes,
ended
yeah.
up with one. They were like, I needed a nice shirt to go out, and they were like, here you go. And I was like,
Yeah.
sweet.
I mean, I've worn Ralph Lauren for like the longest time, and it's only because
sorry,
it's
what?
like it is pronounced Ralph Lauren. Believe me, I've been back and forth on this for
Yo,
years.
excuse me.
It's
Hey,
okay. No.
Grayson's
I'm
hype. Hey, whoa, 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 whoa,
I'm saying
no.
It's
I get
important.
it.
If
Yeah,
I say
you-
Ralph Lauren, I don't want you to be like it's Ralph Lauren. I'm gonna beat you to it. Like, anyone out there
excuse me,
knows
it's
now.
Ralph
Lauren. I was literally in a Ralph Lauren. I don't even like saying it like that. I'm gonna say it the way I say it.
But-
I was literally in a Ralph Lauren shop in
Yeah.
Barstow like one time, and I just asked one of the employees because one of my guys who was a corporal at the time, he said Ralph Lauren, and I was like, "Excuse me, miss. Can you settle this for us? You work here." She was like, "Oh, Mr. Ralph Lauren is yes, it's Lauren." And I was
Wow.
like, "Oh, so you know him?"
That's straight from the source.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. But anyways, I lost that battle. So ever since then, plus Tom Ford says Lauren, and he's like a male fashion icon.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
I'm
he's
assuming-
he's verified, so I guess that is.
yeah, you
I
know
don't
what I'm
know.
saying.
I'll just
He's
call it-
probably actually met the guy.
I'll just call it Polo.
Polo, yeah, basically.
Yeah, well, I'll just call it that.
I don't even know how we got here. Talking about wearing comfy clothes.
Yeah, I mean, this is not where. Okay, yo, guys.
We need
from
structure.
the title. Anyways, so if the hot topic, you guys already know, everyone's going Corona crazy. I've been waiting to say that joke for like so long. That's why I even
That's
titled. I
actually-
even made it the title of this show right now.
That's
I
actually-
haven't made this yet, but that's the title.
Hey, shout out to Anderson. He just texted me just now before the show. He was like,
Chloe, get away from that.
"This coronavirus needs to stop. People are freaking out.
Yes,
It's getting way out of hand."
dude.
They're closing
listen
schools.
to this. Listen to this,
They're closing schools.
dude.
Collin College is open, but several
UTD
universities
got shut down, or the spring break extended.
In-person attendance is not required.
Yeah, dude, listen to this. The NCAA canceled, NBA canceled. Oh, the NCAA basketball tournaments canceled. NBA canceled. MLS canceled. NHL canceled.
That cruise
It's-
ship is still off the coast, quarantined. Those people aren't allowed off that cruise ship.
Oh wait,
Have you
there's a
had-
cruise ship.
There's a cruise ship where there were people diagnosed with coronavirus. I don't know how that happens on a cruise ship, or there was a man reported to be traveling from somewhere where he had been diagnosed with it, and he was on the cruise ship.
And
they
he
caught
knew
it.
he had it.
I have no idea, if I'm being honest. This
Oh
is
my
this is just
God.
skimming CNN and crap like that on the
Wash
internet.
your hand, dude. Okay, hold
But
up.
imagine being one of the people who doesn't have it, and you're like, the coast is right there, and I'm stuck on a ship.
Yeah.
with hundreds of people, and at least one of them has coronavirus, and we can't leave, and we're getting airlifted food like every day. Why don't
Dude,
I just jump and swim
yeah,
for
just
shore?
swim.
Like at least
Dude,
one
it would be
person
such
has
a
to be
risk.
like, I'm
You'd
going
be
for
such
it.
a risk.
No,
bro.
they've got it surrounded and stuff. Like I saw photos, and there's like stuff
really?
on the news about it. Like
They probably
videos.
just have snipers
No,
hanging
they-
on the beach,
no,
just
not
waiting
like that.
to catch
Just
somebody.
like Coast Guard, but they literally are like quarantining this ship.
Yeah.
Right off the coast. They're
A lot of
it's
people
chilling
are
there.
a lot of people are going home from work. People are getting let off early. People are told not to come back in. They're working remote.
The economy is doing terrible. I don't know
the
if you've
economy's
looked at
doing
the
terrible.
market,
Hey,
the
but
Dow,
gas prices are down, so get it while you can, people. You know what I'm saying? I paid like $184 for gas the other day. It was amazing.
Actually, yeah, I was paying.
It was amazing.
I was paying $189.
Yeah, loved it.
That's crazy.
Loved every second.
In
of
Cali, I was spending $5 a
but
gallon on gas.
yo, people, you see that homeboy Tom Hanks and his wife Rita Wilson, I think. They got diagnosed with the corona.
No way,
Yeah,
really?
They went public on it.
Are we sure this isn't? Oh, so this is like a verified.
This
Twitter
is verified
or
off their
something?
Instagram. They announced it.
Oh wow.
And
Tom Hanks.
a bunch of other athletes are now,
Really, yeah,
pissing hot for coronavirus. You know what I'm saying?
It's ironic because I was being told about it by a family member, and I was like, she was stressing about it, and I was like, oh, don't worry about it.
I mean,
it's like we're fine.
Like, I'm not gonna downplay it, but it's
right,
not that.
Well, because then I started looking at stuff. She sent me something, and I was like, oh, this is some like Snapchat TMZ BS. I was like, you're fine. Quit freaking yourself out. Then I did some due diligence online, and the CDC had just announced, and I quote, it has global pandemic potential and is a imminent threat to the United States, and Americans should prepare. Like I just did the last part. It wasn't an imminent threat. It was like, yo, it's coming, and everyone's going to get it. So like, get ready. Like that was basically the gist of, and it was an official statement from the CDC. And then they said
everyone's going to get it?
Not like that. They said like it is an imminent pandemic in the United States. Like it's coming to us. Like there's already however many thousands of people in China who have it, and now it's spreading all over the world, and it's here too. But like what they're not telling you is, and this isn't a verified statistic, but I've seen like a lot of it, or around the same number from several sources, news stations, etc. It only kills, and obviously this is still terrible, but it's no different than when swine flu was a thing, or like West Nile virus or Ebola. Like it was like, oh my God, it's crazy, but it's just because it's so contagious, it's airborne. That's why it's scarier. But the reality is, it's only killing 5% demographic of the people it infects. Which is still awful.
Which is mainly older people. Hey, Chloe, get away from the camera. If you're watching at home, if you're listening. Yeah, if you're listening just audio, you just got to go watch to find out what just happened. But
yeah, super cute.
Yeah, no, I mean like the success rate of survival, you know what I'm saying, it is so high for younger people, with strong immune systems. I mean, there's no downplaying that this is serious, but at the same time, you got to understand it's the flu just a little bit stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, someone said that
compromised
influenza kills more people or something.
Yeah, and I mean, a compromised immune system is guaranteed for like, you're signing your death warrant. You know what I'm saying? At that point, if you have a compromised immune system, if you're older, if you're already
susceptible.
To illness and stuff like that, you're way at higher risk. See, this alone should show you that I'm not even like educated enough to be talking about topics like this.
Hey man, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that you got to be scared when there's thousands of people
but
freaking out.
Not saying I'm buying into it, because I mean, look, it's basic hygiene. What everyone's saying is wash your hands. Just wash your hands. Don't touch your face.
Yep.
And if you're a part of a small demographic, I think you're good on touching your face. Yeah. Know what I'm saying? Get your hands away from your face. You know what I'm saying? But
Marine Corps, everybody.
Yeah.
Calm down. Just jokes.
But seriously though, like it comes down to basic hygiene. Wash your hands. And all these people are buying toilet. What's the deal with the toilet paper? Can somebody explain it to me?
It's because they like things are starting to, like, face masks are going out, like things like that, like hygiene supply. People think it's like a zombie apocalypse.
Wait, so when the hygiene mask goes out, people just use toilet paper?
No. So like the thing that
they just mummify their
apocalypse is water. I would say ammunition, but food,
ammunition,
toilet paper. Think about it. What are you gonna do? Just spend the rest of your life chapped?
Just chapped up.
Yeah, like
just.
I saw that. I saw that on an episode. I saw that on an
Spend
episode of
your whole life
Supernatural.
chapped.
They went to like a reality where the apocalypse actually did happen and they didn't stop it. And he was like, well, you got any advice? And they were like, hoard toilet paper, man. He's like, why? He's like, don't buy toilet paper for a week and you tell me why.
Yeah, true.
I
I mean, I guess
I don't know how we got here.
I don't know, man. I just don't get it. All these weird things are going on,
And
dude.
you know
Look,
what's crazy?
basic
If you
medicines
just wore the mask, if you like things like you're saying,
no,
like
they're
the
saying
basic
they
hygiene,
they don't
like,
want people to wear the mask. That's the thing.
It's as simple as in Japan. If someone even has like a tickle in their throat, to spare everyone around them, they put on a mask. It doesn't matter if it doesn't look cool. It's, oh, I'm sick, I'm gonna wear a mask. Like,
yeah.
So I don't get other people sick. Everything you're saying, wash your hands, things like that. Like, you're right. It's basic hygiene. Now watch. I'm gonna be the next one to get it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
And me probably. What's
Checkmate.
up? I told someone today, I was like, if I get it, I'm just gonna start a vlog and and make a YouTube channel.
And whatever the end result is, at least you got your ratings.
At least I get. Yeah, I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna give like a first-hand look at like what it is to be like
like
middle,
in the
like
life
young
of a guy with the corona.
yeah, Kevin with corona. That's what I'm gonna call
Corona
it.
Kev. Yeah.
Corona Kev. Well, what's up, guys? Day 3 of having corona. All I taste is iron in my mouth. Everything's good.
No, but PSA, what you're supposed to do if you've been exposed to someone with coronavirus, or you think you have, is wait 14 days. And during those 14 days, if you experience these 3 things with severity: shortness of breath, coughing, and then fever. If you experience those 3 things within 14 days of being exposed to that person, then you probably have it, and you're supposed to admit yourself to a hospital.
Yeah, and I mean, guys, like, don't freak out. Like, maintain basic hygiene and understand that things are in the works already. People are already having breakthroughs on the virus. Safe havens have already been set up for technological research and all that great stuff. You know, all these advancements that are coming out. You guys, everyone's gonna be fine. Everyone just chill out, please. Like, y'all are just y'all.
We've made it through worse.
Yeah, we've literally made it through worse, bro.
The Mayans
like,
predicted 2012, and I thought that was it for sure.
Yeah, and that movie was shit.
The movie, you didn't like it? Yeah. Who is that guy? He's been in so many weird things. I have no idea.
I know his face, but I don't know his name.
Yep, exactly.
But I do know he's been in a lot of things. You know?
Yep.
I don't know. But yeah, everyone's just going crazy, man, and it's crazy, and the media is not helping. At this point, you'd be like, yo, like, they're just literally just pushing. Yeah. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you pushing it down their throats? Why are you just pumping fear into people? Like, they disguise it by making it, okay, here are the tips and tricks, and here are the tips and tricks. They're like, here are the tips and tricks if one of your loved one gets corona and you're trapped inside and you're probably going to get killed by this disease. And you're like, how are they trying to make this playful?
How do you think individuals in the medical field are responding to the whole situation?
Dude,
amongst themselves.
I've spoken to a couple friends, you know, good friends, close people that I can feel like that are in the medical profession, you know, and their take on it is it's tough, but it's not going to kill you, you know, if you can just
like a really bad
clean.
flu, right?
Like, it's going to suck.
Yeah.
It's going to be easy to get, but you just got to, like,
yeah, man.
But you can prevent it. You can prevent it, and there's a lot of measures you can take at not getting this, you know. Yeah. You just got to be smart. Don't be, you've seen the video of that little girl licking a pole in the subway?
Yeah. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's solely
like there's because of just how absurd that is. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Instagram. I think it went viral, didn't it?
Yeah, dude. It's like the dad, I'm assuming. It's got to be the dad, because if it was the mom would have caught that. Because dads, dad's just so oblivious.
Is my kid about to do something stupid? Where are they at? You know what I'm saying?
Wait a second.
With
Where
the dad,
is my kid?
It's like, it's only falls and incoming projectiles. The dad just somehow always gets to it.
Yeah.
That or the... Chloe, come here.
Chloe.
That or the dad is
sit.
responsible
Can you sit?
for the fall. I'm going to use it as a footrest.
But yeah, it's... Guys, look. Let's be real here. You're probably going to get it. No, I'm just kidding. But no, you just got... Everyone just chill out, you know? Because... And I've heard a lot of people say, you know, just... Even like medical professionals, they make these statements or on Twitter and Instagram. They're like, I'm not worried about the virus hurting people. I'm worried about the virus making everyone go crazy.
Like the effect that it's having on
like
people.
without even like people being infected, people just hear that it's going around and they start panicking and they start acting crazy. You know what I'm saying?
People aren't going to work. People aren't going to school.
Yeah, people don't want to
stores.
talk to people. People are acting out. You know what I'm saying? You got to be careful in these times, but at the same time, that's what's more, people are more worried about that than, the actual virus.
Right.
But plane tickets are cheap. So, I mean, if you want to catch a flight.
The odds of you getting stuck in another country are so high right now.
Oh, there's a ban on Europe, isn't there? Yep.
Yeah. Well, I have a buddy, or actually through several people just speaking about it, two people that I've worked with, they are both from Iran, and they were talking about going back, and now that they can't because they're worried they get stuck there.
Yeah.
And then I have a friend who was talking to me just today about going to Greece.
Yeah.
For 8 days, and that's obviously a concern, is getting stuck out there. Although I don't know, I'd mind being stuck in Greece.
It'd be nice.
Yeah.
It'd be nice. Yeah, I was thinking about taking a trip to Scotland.
Really?
Yeah, but I'm just not feeling. I might take a few flights within the U.S., but I'm probably not going to go international.
Yeah.
For a little bit, just for the sake of the hassle that might come.
Yeah. Colorado.
Yeah,
Something
we're
to
definitely
look
going to
forward to.
Colorado. I'm setting up a Vegas trip.
Utah would be dope.
Ooh,
Salt
what's
Lake
in Utah?
City. Yeah, they've got like frozen lakes, mountain
Yo,
ranges.
if you're in Utah, blow up the comments. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I've heard
Tell
a lot
me
of
what
good
it's like
things.
in there.
Well, I've never been. I've just met plenty of people, especially in the Marine Corps. That was like a crazy
From
popular
Utah?
place. Yeah,
I've never met. You know what's the weirdest
right
place
out of boot
I've
camp,
met?
Yeah,
This
Salt
one
Lake
guy.
City. I can't tell you how many guys I met from Salt Lake City.
Have you ever
in
met
boot
someone
camp.
from Vermont?
I mean, likely. I just can't think.
That's what I'm saying, right? It's such a small
obscure location.
Yeah, and I've never met anyone from Vermont, right? But I knew this one guy. I'm not gonna just drop his name or anything, but
Yeah.
he was a good dude, but he was crazy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just something about him when you looked at him, like he would we make jokes and stuff, but like he would make like a crazy joke and you look at him and then you kind of see in his eyes like, I will do it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, dude, we had some.
He was from Vermont, and then when he told me that, I didn't find out where I knew him for like 3.5 years, and I didn't find out where he was from until like a few weeks before I got out. And I was like, "Where are you from again?" He's like, "Vermont," and I was like, "That just explains so much." You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. If you're from Vermont and I don't know if you're not weird, please let me know, because that guy put a really bad
I
stain
think the
on the state of
strangest
Vermont.
one that I got like consistently or inconsistently, like it would be like, oh wow, really, you're from there? Alaska. Marines from Alaska.
I've never met anyone from Alaska. I don't think.
I met two, and they were both so different from most of the people I've encountered. It's just,
collectively, they were different, like in the same way.
Just
or
in a strange sense, kind of like I imagine Northerners see Southerners, like the whole. Because I've met so many people who aren't from the South who come down to Texas or like anywhere in the actual South, and then they're like, Southern hospitality is like a real thing. Like people are like genuinely kind down here. I'm not saying people in the North aren't, but I guess apparently they're more like rigid in like Boston and like areas like that. But
yeah.
I don't know. But that's just what I've been told. And it's kind of like that. They just had a vibe about them, like a slower paced, like.
I feel like
we're
it'd
just
be
chilling.
a way slower out there.
Yeah, like
you know?
just kind of taking
And
life
that
as it
wouldn't be
comes. They didn't
a
seem
bad
like they
thing
were
necessarily
in a crazy rush to like do anything or get anything, you know.
Right. No, yeah, no, definitely. I feel like you meet people who come from like Virginia. Like I have a really good friend of mine. He's from Virginia, and we went out to where he used to live, and it's just so like the town's small. Even when you go out to the bars, like the bars are just nice and calm, because everyone's like respecting each other's space and stuff, and that's what I really like. You don't find that type of stuff out here, like in this city, all the time.
Yeah. Slower paced environments in rural areas, man. I'm not really about it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I've done it and I've liked it, but for a period of time, because I enjoy people. I enjoy people being out and about. I enjoy dogs in my face.
Yeah, seriously.
Hold on. Chloe, hey, down. And I just kind of think that generally being around larger groups of people, like where I live right now.
Yeah.
There's just constantly people out and about, like walking dogs, like talking to each other, going to like the shacks or the bars or anywhere around. That's what I enjoy, because I've been to the country and it's nice because it's like, oh, dude, I feel like I can actually breathe. Like there's nothing going on. Like you can just chill. But after, like, by the time the sun's going down, I'm like, what am I going to do for the rest of the night? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I do kind of prefer a slower life. I don't know. Maybe like which is super contradictory because, like, you know, I do this
close
like
to the city. And
I'm doing this. I'm putting myself out in front of a bunch of people, like trying to
but in
be
an
involved.
environment that you've terraformed or that you've like
created.
created.
I feel like, I mean, I try to make it as like calm as possible, but at the same time, you know, I really am trying to put myself into like that, but I don't really like it. You know, that's like the weird thing is I like living slow. I like not having plans. I like just sitting around and just, and I don't know. I'm just not a people person.
I can't tell you how many times I've canceled plans and thought to myself,
yeah,
oh, I'm so excited to do absolutely nothing. And then as you get older, whenever someone asks you what you did over the weekend, saying nothing isn't a bad thing anymore. They're like, what'd you do? And you're like,
absolutely nothing.
Nothing. I
didn't move
nothing.
a muscle. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
I literally just turned my Xbox on and I just took a bunch of Gorilla Glue and I put it on my back and I sat down and I was like, I'm not leaving here until.
For me, a weekend well spent is just that, getting to see family, catching up with the people you haven't gotten to speak with in a while, and then all the adult stuff that you have to take care of that you don't get to take care of during the week. Like, I don't know, like doing your taxes or like ordering a toll tag.
How often do you do your taxes? Like,
well, I'm saying like, cause right now, like
you just do it one time.
Quarter.
Yeah.
Right.
Fair enough.
Like, you know, like
fair enough. The first quarter of the year.
Yeah. The weekend comes up and in my mind, I'm like, okay, what like real world stuff do I have to take care of that isn't like work related or school related? And then it's like, do that. And then after that, you can either relax or you can pick up the slack. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy that more than doing some extravagant, like, you know, let's sleep in late and then just have fun all day. Like fun to me is like let's make something happen, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But you were saying that you don't enjoy like putting yourself out there, but you do.
I mean,
because
like I enjoy putting myself out there in certain ways, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
As a positive influence.
Yeah, like, I mean, yeah, but I try not to force it on people, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I enjoy when like, especially now that we're like on like YouTube and stuff, like I can take clips and show people, like, you know, I like people being here chilling with us, you know. And that I like when we put it together and the audio's crisp and it matches, and it's just like the little things, you know, I enjoy. Right. Like, I feel like I worked hard on
creating a quality product.
Yeah, you know, and putting it out there. Now, you know, even with advancements that you're probably going to see in a clip that you're watching right now, you know, our you know, designer and who does like all of our technical work, Faina Zhang, you already know. She's,
big shout out.
Yeah, dude, huge shout out. She's working her ass off, doing big things, doing great things for the show, which is awesome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's we're just producing a bunch of stuff, and I want to show people, you know, and I want it because we work hard, like, and she works hard, you work hard, putting in good jokes, putting in good content, and like trying to just make people just kick back and relax and just enjoy it. You know,
that's what it is, man. You just want to touch as many people as you can positively.
But I just, at the same time, I also just don't like being around people. I don't know if that's like weird or I just don't get it. You know, like I just get tired of being around people very quickly. You know?
Either love them or you just don't want to deal with them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I see you a lot, and then, yeah, that's about it actually. I mean, I just kind of chill other than that, you know what I'm saying? We basically just like record, but that's why I'm like, you know, getting new guests and stuff and like bringing them on. And I think that'll be good. And I try to, like, you know, it's funny that I'm saying this because I talked about it the other day, but like I'm trying to break that habit, you know what I'm saying? Because look, I'm not endorsing being like a hermit, you know what I'm saying? You know, sometimes that's okay. You know, it's just just okay to do that, you know, and it's going to happen to everybody. But also you shouldn't base your own, like your time that you spend and everything. You shouldn't base it off of just being around everybody all the time, because that could be toxic.
What happens when you lose them? Yeah,
exactly. You know,
it's a crutch.
I feel like you gotta
be
moderation,
including moderation. I agree.
You need to be interdependent with your own self. Like you need to have those two personalities, and not saying, hey, develop two personalities and be crazy. Like, no, I'm just saying like, you got to be able to balance like that type of stuff. And that's kind of what I'm in the search for, is that balance, which is, you know, I'm just chilling at this point, you know.
Don't do it. We made that eye contact. I know what you're doing. But no, I mean, yeah, man, honestly, I just think that it's a matter of finding enough time to be real and honest with yourself while still enjoying the company of others. It's just like what you said. I mean, the first time I ever did that was in high school. I think I was 17, junior year. I was working at the time, and I remember thinking to myself, I feel like I've just been doing so much lately that I haven't taken a moment to stop and think about like what I'm trying to get out of life, or what I'm interested in right now, or what I like or what I don't like. And so I just, for like 2 weeks, I didn't talk to anybody. I just worked, went to school, and then like stayed home and just tried to be like with my family and with myself, so I could understand what I wanted, and then come back to it like rejuvenated with like a new mindset. And I, like, my little brother's going through that right now. He's just trying to figure out what he wants in his life. I feel like it's a younger age thing, and once you develop it as a tool, it just kind of.
Well, I mean, I even believe that kids today are maturing way faster than, and I felt like I matured pretty quickly when, like, not like in the sense of like physically maturing, but I mean like, or not really even mentally maturing, I guess, but like, you know,
no, I know what you mean.
Like by everyone else's opinion, maturing is like getting a job, paying bills, doing stuff, and like trying to make things happen, you know. Like really actually spending a lot of time working, collecting money, trying to like save up and do all these things. And like I had to balance those with school, and, you know, like I want to play sports.
You had
all
priorities.
These things. Yeah. You
real
know,
world stuff to take care of.
And sometimes, I don't know, sometimes that just doesn't develop like, I mean, now I just feel like it's happening quicker in kids, you know, like it's weird. Like social media has like opened up this weird platform, and like, everyone's like posting TikToks of like them being in love with people, and like, so, I'm like, dude, you're like 12, you don't know what love is, like you don't. And it's like they're out here talking about like, oh yeah, I gotta grind hard because you never know, like, gotta sleep with the lights off. I'm like, bro, like, no, you don't. Like, you're fine. Like, like I see that you're filming this TikTok in a house with the lights on. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're like, and they put themselves in this mindset, and they just, from like a younger age, they're just on that type of mindset where like, I'm grown, like I gotta. And I don't know if that's good or bad. I mean, it's good, I guess, in the sense that the younger generation now is like widely successful, you know. If you look at a percentage of famous people like right now, like the majority is a pretty young age, like 22 and below, because of like TikTok, Instagram, all this stuff that wasn't there, you know.
The influence of social media, dude.
That's what I'm saying. So now
market,
these kids are being presented with these real world problems all the time because they're just exposed to so much social media, and then they just, you know, mature faster. And you're like,
what happens to
weird,
what happens to the like blue collar and like the trade community in 20, 30, 40 years?
I mean, everyone wants to be an entrepreneur now. You never know. I mean, I honestly feel like this is the generation that's going to start developing people or things that do the work for them.
Wow, that's actually an interesting thought. I was arriving at that like in my head as you said it.
I just feel like
that's kind of an epiphany.
They really
that
don't.
Makes total sense.
Yeah, and you know, like honestly, I tell people, I'm like, yo, the way you got to think is like, if someone hires you to do a job, you got to do it good, you got to do it great, and like if you got to be so good at it that you can find a way to do it sitting down. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how easy you should make it for yourself. And I always said like, if I give someone a job, I can tell they, like, if I come back and they're sitting down, but they're, you know, making stuff happen, I'm like, okay, this is good. You know what I'm saying? Like, you found a way to make it so easy that you barely waste any effort to do it, you know, but it's productive.
Yeah.
Now all you need is a machine that can do that way faster and not waste any time.
Yeah, instead of
and with everyone's about AI, everyone's about technology, everybody wants to do web design. It's just taken over. So all the people collectively putting their brains together, dude, the next Bill Gates, the next Elon Musk, all these,
there will be several of
them.
Yeah,
several of them, and they're in the lab right now probably making something. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know.
No, I agree entirely. It's interesting you said it that way. That's more of an optimistic mindset than the prominent pessimistic, the whole we're screwed because this generation is Well, no, maybe they're just maybe
Businesses-
it's the work smarter, not harder generation.
That's what it is. I feel like it's going to be like, yo,
'Cause they've
why
always
would I
had-
waste? Why would I pay a living person to do it when I can make a robot do it for half the price, if not no price at all, just the price to build the thing?
Because
You know
our
what I'm saying?
predecessors all came from rough times. They all had mental fortitude and steel, and they could work.
Yeah.
They could work the work. But now the technology has an exponential growth curve, and with everything that's available now,
Yeah,
people aren't.
dude,
They're
people are
like,
learning.
let's make stuff happen for us.
Yeah, dude, I know.
Interesting mindset, but not necessarily negative.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the generation of efficiency.
Dude,
like a
people are
second
learning
industrial
everything way
revolution.
faster. My friend, dude, knew nothing about coding. Nothing. He was like, yo, one of my other friends got accepted into this program to go to some coding, school, and then he gets a job after, whatever. He's doing great. And he was like, yo, I kind of want to learn code. And I was like, okay, talk to him. And he was like, yeah, it's good. Like, you should try it. He was like, you want to go to school? He's like, I'm just going to go on YouTube. A couple weeks later, dude's on top of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's on it. Just code. You can learn anything. It's just all these advanced classes are just at our fingertips. Dude, you could pick up a guitar, and if you just open up YouTube, if you really applied yourself within a month, you could just be playing whatever song you wanted.
Yeah.
Anything. Piano, coding, graphic design. Bro, you can Google anything, YouTube anything, and just become an expert at it.
Gary Vee was talking about
quote
this.
unquote expert. I mean, but then again, there are published documents of like stuff that you can study as fact and become like an expert in the field if you really do study it.
Yeah, Gary Vaynerchuk was having a discussion with this famous realtor. They were doing a podcast, and they were talking about how this is the age of information and the age of information technology. And since everything is so readily available, that the career paths in which people take are so malleable nowadays that you can hop from one profession seamlessly to another just because the availability of information that's out there now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like,
for free.
before, dude, everyone got their information from a technical manual and the oldest, like, most senior person in the building.
Word of mouth, exactly.
And it was like, okay, boom, and they put that, that book on your desk that's not really a book anymore. It's like this giant vertical, like,
obelisk.
How does this even, like, open correctly? But yeah, they give you one of those, and then they stick you with like someone who's been there for a while, and they just kind of explain how things work, why things work, and then they're like, oh, if you really want to find out, go to page 76, section B. But now it's like, oh, how does this work? Hold on,
becoming technically.
Let me open up a new
proficient.
tab real quick and just, oh, here's why. Oh, what do you need? Okay, let me just open up another tab real quick.
Exactly.
And it's right there. And you can figure it all out. You can, and even better, you can be like, oh, you know what? I'm actually going to screen clip this. I'm going to make it a JPEG, and I'm going to save it in a file so it's readily available for me whenever I want. It's just all the information I want. It's right there.
Even myself, I find that, and I'm not one to like stay on my phone. I try to be on it as little as possible. I use it only for communication. That's why I have this watch now, is because I don't even want to look at my phone. If I get a notification, this will buzz, and then I'll know whether or not it's worth looking at. But even now, I'll find myself asking a question in conversation with someone.
Yeah.
And then mid-question, like mid-statement, I'll be like, "What?" I'll just Google it. Like, why am I asking you?
But that's a downfall.
Becomes, right, exactly.
It's
because
a downfall
what happens
because
when you become dependent on it.
Yeah, or not even dependent, but you just, like, you lose the need for human interaction.
For
You know what I'm
storytelling,
saying?
the
Like,
grandfathered approach to learning something.
If somebody said something and you just, you disagreed with it, you could just Google it and just be like, oh, okay. You just eliminate the conversation. You eliminate the, I don't know. I feel like not enough people argue today, man. It's crazy.
It's wild that you say that, because I was just about to say it takes the bias out of conversation, creates a neutral playing field with
and
only
everyone
facts,
just becomes
but maybe
vanilla,
we don't
bro.
want maybe
everyone is just vanilla.
Just want some excitement, some stimulating conversation, a puzzling.
Yeah,
that's why learning can be fun, like puzzles and stuff. Like, that's what we need, is something that makes us think instead of just question answer. Instead of trying to problem solve.
It's too simple, man. Like, it's taking the.
That is interesting to think about.
It's just really taking the fun out of things, because like the internet is the buzzkill friend.
Can't BS anybody anymore.
Yeah, the internet's the guy in your friend group who, like, I don't know.
Well,
He's just
actually,
like, yeah, well, actually,
the walking thesaurus.
but you know, but he's always right, and you're like, I hate how like technical it is, but at the end of the day,
you don't want to give it the satisfaction of being right just because of how
and you'll
annoying
fight it
is
and
that
fight
you
it
have
and
to-
fight it, but it'll always prove you wrong, and you're like, bro,
You're
just
right.
ruining the mood for everybody. That's what the internet is. It's that type of friend. You know what I'm saying? But
How do you think dinners and parties and things like that would be nowadays if we didn't have cell phones?
okay,
More
so
fun,
imagine a
less
world.
fun?
Imagine a world where we had everything we had now, but for some reason,
We just
cell
had a
phones
misstep.
just didn't exist. Like cameras existed, YouTube, computers, all that. We can like chat through IM, but no one was ever like, let's downgrade it and make it a phone. It just never happened. I honestly believe that. Oh, it'd be crazy because everyone would still be on like
George Orwell's 1984.
yeah, like hold up, if I need him, let me call his house phone.
Right.
Like they just hello.
Like it required effort.
Yeah,
to
imagine
get in
if they just
communication
never
with
like
someone
they
who wasn't
thought
there.
landline was the best thing ever. They're like, we will never ever go away.
Oh,
Someone was like,
God.
we can make it wireless, and they're like, don't do it.
Like those huge phones in the center console of the Hummers in the
Yeah,
90s.
they were like, don't make it wireless. Landline's the best. If we just kept landline and you couldn't look at people's face and like speak to them, it would bring that rush back to like.
Maybe
You remember like when you were younger and you didn't have a phone, and you were like, you kind of made plans like a week prior, and like with your friends,
just
and, like
excited for the night
and
of.
going up to that date, you only expected them, like you didn't really have to like confirm or like hit them back up and like, hey, what's going on? Like, are we still doing this? It was kind of like guaranteed that you guys are gonna go like do that
This
event.
was the last thing you said to each other, and your word is
Yeah, and
bond,
you're like,
yeah.
okay, and then like you're like, okay, like here we go, like I remember like being excited to see my friends. I'm like, okay, it's almost time. Means I got to go hit the trail, walk there. I'll probably show up at the same time, and like it's that rush when you're like seeing all your homies and stuff from like across the way, like walking towards you, and you're like, we're about to link, and it's gonna be the best thing ever. You know, it kind of takes that away from like, hey, yo, come through. You're like, okay, and you just pull up, knock on the door, and you're like, what's up? And you just and then what do? You sit down,
Like, because you know you're there.
yeah, and you're there, and you just sit down, and you just chill. I mean, like, it's kind of what we're doing now, but we're doing something like productive, you know. But it just takes out. It's that little piece of like excitement. It just takes it away, because like even like someone that you really like or whatever, you text them and whatnot. You just kind of just know you're gonna see them,
You
and it's like
expect the response, and you expect.
Yeah,
you're
you know?
like, no matter what happens, it didn't require any effort to
Yeah.
initiate and end this conversation, so it doesn't really matter what happens.
and that's a thrill, you know. Like, bro, do you remember when a girl was like, yeah, like when you were really young and a girl was like,
Or like,
yeah,
actually
like we
having
can
to-
like meet up and stuff, and you're like after school, like, yeah, I'll probably see you after school, meet me here, and you're like, okay, like I'm gonna walk her home, like she told me to meet her up here, let's see if she actually pulls through, and like you're just sitting there, and like all your friends are like, oh, who you waiting on? And you're like, oh, nobody, like I'm
They
just chilling,
even
like,
they even have a thing like on Snapchat where you can share your location. I've discovered that the other day. I opened up.
Wait,
Snapchat.
you didn't know that? That's been here for like
man.
forever.
I saw where all these people were at, and I was like, I don't want anyone to know where I'm at. Ever. Nobody.
It's weird, bro.
Why would I want?
Everyone's
I hate that
connected.
Yeah, I hate that. Aside from something scheduled, or if it's to help somebody, I hate that people can just make my hotline bling whenever they want. I hate that people can just like blow up my phone and it's unexpected, because it's almost like showing up on my doorstep without an invitation. Like just
It's like
expecting
showing-
me
yeah.
to be available to speak.
Right.
But at the same time,
That's what it is right there. It's
Yeah.
the availability. It opens people up. I honestly think that it gives people too much availability. And I mean, it just, sometimes you just got to get rejected, man. And that's why like having it's nice, you know, cause you make that call like, no, I can't. And you can't like sit around and text like,
Well,
oh, why not? Like, let's talk.
I enjoy texts for initiating a conversation. I'm not a huge fan of talking over the phone. I enjoy FaceTime and then texts.
FaceTiming's good.
Because it's
I like
sincerity.
it.
You can see the person's face. But if I'm on the phone, I'm holding a electric brick up to my ear like this, talking through
Such an inconvenience.
I don't want that. Like, if we're gonna
I
do
can't
that, we
remember the
might as well
last
just
time I made a
text. Let me
legitimate
respond
phone
to-
call.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
If
no.
I'm FaceTiming, it's because I want to see you, but I can't in person. And if I'm texting, it's likely because I'm always doing something. Like right now, I have like so many notifications on my phone.
Stop blowing up his phone. Oh, my SD card is full. Okay, so cat's out of the bag. I didn't charge the camera before Grayson came over. Or at least I thought I did. I'll give you this. I plugged it in yesterday, and when I saw my thing, I had 3 bars. So I figured 3 out of 4 ain't bad, but I didn't get it. What were you saying? We didn't miss anything though. Like,
no.
All the recording's still here.
We stopped
and
dead in our tracks. If
so
he
we didn't
leaves it
talk
in the
about any
final edit,
content.
You'll see a deer in headlights look
Yeah.
the second the screen goes black.
Yeah.
It's like his daddy.
I literally
he just
noticed.
knew. He was like, something's not right.
Yeah,
And he
I was
looks,
talking and I
it goes
looked and I
black.
just see it flash and I was like, oh no.
Everyone stop.
What was your idea? What did you want to do when we came on? When we came back on?
Oh yeah, I was saying we should like either like switch spots. You wanted to switch spots, which made much more sense, and continue the conversation seamlessly with no transition. Yeah. But what I wanted to do was completely rearrange the entire room, like change the lighting, like just random crap, utter disarray. We'd be on the floor. I don't know. There'd be picture frames in the chairs. Yeah. And just
Kurt
finish
talking.
Yeah, just finish the video, the last 10 minutes of the video or whatever it is, and just not mention anything about it on any of the socials.
Just so seamlessly, just like
because the people listening will have no idea, but the people watching, 40 minutes goes by, and then for
41 minutes and 29
reason,
seconds. Just
the room's a different color and we're in different. Everything's different. But we pick up. We're still talking about the exact
like
same
still
thing.
in the exact same positions that we left at.
It's coming. Just wait.
Yeah,
one of these days,
you'll see something. But yeah, my bad on that. It's just been this whole year, man. It's just I think we can all admit it's been a wild ride.
It's been very strange for me so far and very wild to say the least. Yes.
And I'm there's no doubt that things are definitely heating up in the world.
Oh yeah.
But at this point in time,
when are they not?
I think it's time that we all just kind of take a second, you know what I'm saying? Collect ourselves and just proceed with caution, you know what I'm saying? Take it as it comes, but y'all need to chill out. Okay? Bottom line, everyone just chill out, please.
Are we talking about
just anything? I mean, just in general. People, like, actually, I'm just asking the world to just chill out for a sec because they took Kobe. They took, now they're taking Europe from us and just, what's next, dude? I don't know.
China?
They're going to take China from us?
No.
But look, guys, honestly, stop freaking out. Stop acting out. Everything's going to be fine. Take care of yourself. Take care of your chickens, in the words of Marshawn Lynch. Because
what a guy.
What a great guy.
Have you seen his Skittles commercials where he's like traveling foreign countries on a little bicycle in like Scotland or something?
What?
With a giant Skittles backpack? No. I can't make this up.
I've never seen that.
And then he's like just this big dude. And he's just handing strangers Skittles and like talking to them about football.
I've never seen it, but I can promise you the second we stop recording, I'm going to pull it up and watch it.
You won't regret it. To the friend who showed me that, I'm indebted to you. Thank you.
Respect. So, guys, if you've probably noticed, we've actually been keeping the podcast about, I'd say like 5 to 10 minutes shorter. If not, like now we're usually around 50 minutes.
Yeah.
We don't really break an hour. That's just due to uploading reasons. But also, I don't want to drag things on. Like I like to keep it at least like an hour now, if not 50 minutes, just to keep things, flowing, not to let it drag, and also just like uploading issues as well. I mean, we're trying to resolve those. So if we can resolve those sooner than later, then, we'll definitely have some more content.
Well, and the longer it is, the edits, I'm sure, like, I know this one's going to be a pain in the butt to edit it, but
I had to edit this clip 3 to 4 times already.
Yeah, you guys are going to pull it off, though.
Yeah, we're going to make something happen, no doubt. Yeah. I mean, like, so Faina hasn't been here because she's been in Colorado. I mean, I had a request for her, and I was like, can you please, like, help me out? She was like, okay, like, I'll see what's up. Next day, she was like, I got you. Send me something super cool, and now we're about to, but like she's been gone, so I'm like, well, I don't want to bother her, you know what I'm saying? Because she's on vacation, like I want to let her have fun, so I'm just like, guess I got to learn it myself. And I've just spent hours just like learning, like editing and messing up and losing files and messing up, and I'm like, oh my goodness. So it's definitely been an experience.
Yeah, I just started editing some of my videos. My first actual thing that I'm going to be posting.
Super exciting.
Yeah, it is.
Am
It's
I in
fun. You are actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
whenever I was over here,
Big
the last
bets.
time we recorded and brought my camera, brought it this time too, just just in case. 'Cause you
Oh,
never
we
know
should get some footage,
what
honestly. I think that'd be
shenanigans that we
fun.
get into.
That'd be
But
fun.
yeah, you're in it. Couple
That's super
people are in it.
exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting.
What's
It's
your YouTube page?
It's Grizzly Gray Fitness.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
and
good.
obviously that's just the name that I had to roll with because Grizzly Gray fits the Insta, and for people.
Well, I mean, you can change it.
Yeah, well, and for the sake of just people contacting me, it's
Yeah.
as simple as just that. But eventually, it's really more of a motivational, like health, fitness, and lifestyle page. It's really just anything and everything that I've learned from the extraordinary people I've encountered and what I learned from it and how it can benefit others.
Definitely.
But a large part of it's obviously fitness, but yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I started editing.
And then just getting swole.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
just,
and then
like, getting
but
big.
I started editing, and man, you guys are so good at what you do. I'm telling you, like until you do it yourself or try to,
Yeah, man.
it is a process.
It's tough.
It is.
I put up a
tedious,
lot
and
of
it takes
respect.
discipline. Yeah.
Yeah, to what like she does, dude. Like and if you're listening, Fana, like, dude, yo, shout out to you for working your ass off. I appreciate it. Like, we got a lot of great things being just like made, and it's not even if we make an idea and we can it, like it was still at the time like it was awesome and it was exactly what we wanted.
Yeah.
And it looked great, and it's just that practice. Like this is that time frame where it's trial and error, which is good.
Yeah.
And like that's like I'm not like a super like Gary V fan where I'm like, dude, Gary V is everything to me.
Yeah.
Like, but
It's
like
just another guy.
he
but
did-
He's
he
got some
did-
good stuff.
yeah, he said something along those lines. Yeah, he was saying you just gotta, it's exactly what you wanted at the time. That's why it's not bad. It's not that
You
you
manifested
can't.
something
Yeah, you
positive.
can't say you don't like it because it's exactly what you wanted and you acted on. You should be proud of that, and you should, that's that experience, that's that practice that comes with it.
Yeah,
That's why it's great.
That
And-
YouTuber Eliot said something similar. He was like, regardless of the circumstances of your actions, you manifested and you made something happen.
and you need to put everything out.
You're a creator in your
Create
own life.
everything, yeah.
So just enjoy the fact that you have the ability to make things happen. Channel it positively.
Yeah, definitely. And that's been like a pretty cool thing, which is really cool. Like, I feel like we got out of high school, went into the military same time. Then we came out and then we're like, okay, let's try to make content. Like, for people. And,
literally,
like,
so similar.
it's
mindset,
dude. Like, it's good. I think it's really good to have someone else around who's like got the same mindset. And we can like,
yeah, it's
function off each other, which is good.
old Southern old man saying, you hang out with 9 losers and eventually you'll be the 10th. It's the same thing for like-minded, successful oriented people.
That's
Like,
right, man.
Wholehearted people who have aspirations. And,
Yeah.
You
can never be the smartest person in the room. If you
are, you're in the wrong room.
You're in the wrong
Yeah.
room, bro. Like, I will live by that. Like,
Yeah.
I watch who I'm around closely now, where I'm just like, how old's that guy? How successful is that person? Like, let me pick their brain. Like, let me learn something.
always be around someone you wouldn't mind being in their situation.
Yeah.
At their
Welcome
point
to
in
the
life.
positive obtain knowledge hour on the Side Conversations.
We call it the
podcast.
golden hour.
Yeah, this is literally where we wrap up and we just tell, like, we just
Hashtag.
say super positive things to each
Yeah,
other just to
yeah.
like, yo,
Boost
all my
it.
kings, yo, I'm boosting y'all up.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
If you're a
William
king
Wallace.
listening to this and you're in the car
Yeah.
with your girlfriend right now, look her in the eye and say,
You're my queen.
I don't need you.
Yeah. Opposite
I
ends of the
did-
spectrum.
Yeah.
Not what was expected. But no, dude. Hashtag aspire to inspire.
Yeah, man.
That's the word,
But-
man. To live by.
And
Cheesy
you
quotes.
know how it goes. The one thing we always shout out at the end of the show is the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. That's 1-800-273-8255. Once again, that's 1-800-273-8255. Guys, real people on the other side of this line. When you call, someone will pick up. This is a real person. I'm looking you in the eyes right now if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're listening to this on audio, just imagine that I grabbed your face and I'm just like pulling you in at least like 5 to 3 inches away from my face and
But
looking
still,
at
still
you.
outside of your safe space.
Yes, just to let you know that someone is gonna be there for you when you need it. All you have to do is contact this number. Okay, someone's really there to talk to you, and they're not just there to talk to you. They're there to give you resources to help you build off of where you're at currently. So don't think that this is just like a one-stop shop for you to just get something off your chest, because what they want to do is build from that and make you a better version of yourself so you can be happy, and then you can present that person, out to the world and be who you were meant to be. You know what I'm saying? In the most like heartfelt way. The world is better with you guys in it. You know what I'm saying? Don't like just to say, dude, our shit's already gonna end. You know what I'm saying? I hate to really just like put it out there like that. You know, like we already have an end. We are born knowing that there's an end. You know what I'm saying? But to physically take that means away, just really just officially end it is just such it's a disservice to yourself. You know, you never know what could happen tomorrow. You never know what could happen in 5 minutes. You never know what call you could get, what text you could get, what person you could run into. We already know this stuff's going to end. Why take a step and end it sooner? Because you just never know. And I mean, in just in all reality, I mean, like everything else goes, there's going to be the really good goods and there's going to be the really bad bads. But I mean, you never knew the really bad day was going to come until it came. And then you also never knew that the really great day was going to come until it came. And it was fantastic. You know, so you just never, and you've had that great feeling and you've had these bad feelings. So you just never know what's going to happen. But you got to, at this point, everyone should understand that that's just life, you know? But I can also agree with you guys where I've been there and I've been low and I've been down and I understand it. And that's hard. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to push past that.
But this way, you won't be doing it alone.
Yeah, but this way you won't be doing it alone. 1-800-273-8255. Press 1 if you're a veteran. You need the Veterans Crisis Line. Guys, you can always contact me at the show at Side Conversations Podcast on Instagram, at Side Convo on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Kevin Ray Deanda. Those are my personals. Reach out to the show. We have a Patreon, Side Conversations Podcast. On Patreon, you can find us there. We're on Google Podcasts. We're on Anchor FM. We're on Apple Podcast. And we're on Spotify. Go check us out. Grayson, where can they find you?
I am only on Instagram and only on YouTube. None of the others.
Fantastic.
Facebook will come soon. But yeah, it's just grizzlygray.fit, guys. You've heard it before. You can always slide in my DMs if you have any questions or need anything. It is private, so you'll have to shoot me a follow, but I check my stuff daily just to see if anybody's reaching out.
All right. You heard it here first. Knuckle touches for the coronavirus.
Yep.
Guys, stay clean, wash your hands, and
cover that cough.
Hopefully we'll see you next week. Peace.